18 minutes after 11 o'clock. Anthony James is in the studio. He's the general manager of Homewood Suites by Hilton Ocala at Heathbrook. That's a long name. Yeah, wearing a nice-looking sweater today, too, by the way.
Very, exactly.
Come on, Anthony. We're talking about travel and all that stuff. How you doing?
Good. I'm glad the sun is out because I was in Orlando this past weekend and it was nothing but rain.
The whole state. The whole state's been nothing but rain.
It's been crazy.
But I think the farther we get to the middle of the state, the more likely it is that it's flooded or something. I don't know why. I guess there's a dip right there in the state. I don't know.
It must be some type of a dip and everything like that. But around the edges and the coastlines, you're just going to get it.
So I have a question for you about Expedia.
Expedia, yes.
And those kinds of sites, but that's the only one I know.
Okay.
Do you like them?
They are good and they are bad. Sometimes they're misleading.
Tell me the bad.
Well, the bad is, okay, here's how it works. If it's for airlines, car companies, and hotels, we take for hotel standpoint, we give our unused inventory. I might say, okay, during this time, it's a slower period for me. I will give you this amount of rooms,
right?
Non-smoking and some smoking, okay? And we will give these to you at this price point. You then take and sell to the public. So most of the time when you do that, you are getting our hotel rooms, but at a cheaper rate. So what Expedia does is they sell our unused inventory.
Okay.
So they're able to do that. And what hotels do is they make sure that we get it back to our price point to take care of our cost and those things. But Expedia and Travelocity and all those guys, that's how they're able to package things. They take all those rooms, they take all those airline tickets, they take all those car rentals, and they package them together. Or just do either or.
Okay, so if I was going to use one, because we have a thing we have to go to in October in Chattanooga, and so I looked it up and I said, wow, how is it possible they can make a room so cheap? They have a price and they exit out and then they have their price.
Right.
How can they drop it so much?
Because the hotel gave them to them at a certain price point. But here is where it gets messed up. I might say, hey, I'm giving you 5 smoking rooms. They then turn around and sometimes they do 5 non-smoking rooms. So when the guest gets to our hotel,
so they're disappointed.
Sometimes, right? So sometimes that I'm not sure how they do it in their system, but that happens.
Well, see, it's like when you go to Orlando and you stop at a convenience store and there's a guy in a little shack that says, Disney tickets $4 or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you get. I've never bought them. But I'm thinking, is Expedia like that? Am I going to be spending my money and show up at the hotel? And we don't honor that. I mean,
No. You're definitely going to have a reservation at the hotel. You're definitely going to have an airline ticket, whatever you have. But like I said, I caution people always. Now, like I said, we do that. Hotels do that at times of the year where they're not doing very well. When they're doing very well, you'll never see it.
I see.
So, like I said, we give a certain price point. It might be like we might say, hey, Expedia, you can have this amount of rooms at $80. So they pay us the $80 per room, whatever. Then they might charge to the public $95. It still might be a great deal.
Right.
But that's how it works.
Okay.
That's definitely how it works.
But I couldn't do that with you. I couldn't just call the hotel and say, hey, can you make me a deal?
Well, what you can do is call the hotel and say, hey, and this is why it gets kind of mixed up. The hotels are going to always quote whatever rate is in the system because the general manager or the revenue manager sets that rate and that's what it's going to be. Because the hotel has already given the discounts away to Expedia, you have to book through them. So to make up in the end, it all comes together in the end. So, but that's how they are able to do it. Now you call the hotel and say, hey, do you have a special or anything you're running? And what we run into is they're looking online, they have this tab open, they have an Expedia open, they have Travelocity. Well, why can't you match our price? Well, you book through that site because that's not our price. You book through that site and book through them. And that's how
I see. So, but you might just do it the way. Okay,
right.
All right. And you have a phone call. Good morning. Thank you for waiting. You're on the air now with Anthony.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
If a person is close to retirement and is planning on doing a lot of traveling, and let's say in particular like your hotel chain, like airlines have like frequent flyer discounts. Do hotels offer something like that?
Frequent flyer hotels, and this is what you want to do. You definitely want to, whether you're a Marriott member, Hilton Honors, if you stay with Holiday Inn, you got IHG Rewards. If you sign up for their rewards, you will get what's called usually points and miles. And every time that you stay at one of those, at that product, you start getting points towards the miles. That's the way I would do it. Especially if you're staying with Hilton, you could book deals that say double the points or double the miles with this. So whatever your favorite airline is, you put that on your profile, and all those points those miles will start churning and churning and churning, and then all of a sudden you are a Diamond member, and now you have all these miles that you can use. So I would definitely sign up for whatever hotel chain that you like and that you stay with. Be loyal to them and sign up for their rewards.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And do they all offer that, or is this just?
Oh, they all offer that.
Really?
Yeah. So like with Hilton Honors, you sign up and you get all your specifications. If you like high floor, low floor, blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden, you put what's your favorite airline and what do you usually do that with, and you put your rewards number in with, because if you're a U.S. Airways member,
right.
you would put that number in there. So every time you stay at a Hilton, you're going to get points and miles to that.
Really?
So, yeah. So all of that stuff comes together to where all of a sudden now especially business travelers, they use them all the time. And then you use those points for your personal.
And since you're part of Hilton, are those points good for your hotel, or does each hotel, even though you're part of the Hilton family, do you have your own points, or could we use the Hilton points towards your hotel?
Yes, Hilton, yes. Hampton Inn, Homewood Suites, Doubletree, Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, Home 2 Suites, the Curio Collection now, all of that stuff is Hilton. Mm-hmm. So you can stay at a Hampton Inn 12 times and end up getting a free night. Well, you can use that free night at a Hilton or a Doubletree or whatever, as long as it's in the Hilton family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. And does the average person have a way of knowing what the Hilton family includes?
Yes, especially if they're a Hilton Honors member, they'll go on.
It?
Yeah, because they'll go on to the Hilton Honors site. You just go to Hilton.com and you type in your city, Ocala, state, Florida, and what dates you're going. It's going to pull up the Hampton Inn, the two Hampton Inns that are here in Ocala. It's going to pull up the Homewood Suites. It's going to pull up the Hilton, and then you can choose from there, because it's all about being in the family of Hilton. Mm-hmm. So it's not just going to pull up Homewood in that or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I love the little living area in your hotel. We went there last week for the Special Olympics thing.
Yeah,
by the way, thank you for whatever you put out there. There was some,
good. I'm glad you
some
liked
goodies.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, well, Maria had sushi, and I'm sure it was delicious, but I'm not,
You're not a sushi guy.
Do you like it? Do you like the raw fish stuff?
I love it. I
really
love it. Yes.
Everybody tells me I'm missing out by not eating it.
No, well, okay. I'm a country boy. I cannot stand pie, and I cannot stand mayo or cornbread.
Oh my gosh.
I can't eat that stuff. That stuff is something about cooked fruit that just.
Wait a minute. That's a country.
Mayonnaise.
That's a country. Because
Why?
I'm from the city originally, so.
Well, I mean, country guys,
There was a lot of mayonnaise in New York.
Pie and mayo. Oh gosh, I can't stand. I see people, they get that stuff and they put it on their fries, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why did you do that?
Mayonnaise on their French fries?
Yeah.
Oh.
They dip it in there.
Do you put tartar sauce on your salmon?
No, I don't like tartar sauce either. I don't. Oh gosh, ranch I'm okay with, but I don't
Ranch
mess
is
with
good.
it. And like sweet potatoes and yams, I don't understand how people eat that stuff. I tried. I thought it was just when I was a little boy I didn't like it. I tried again. It
Doesn't work
Never
for
eat
ya.
it. Never eat pie,
No.
mayo, any of that stuff.
Mayo. I never heard those two things mentioned together before.
I'm serious. So don't feel so bad. Some people eat things.
Well, I was listening with careful ears to all the careful ears. Did I say that right? To all the things you were saying about the travel packages. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool stuff.
Yeah, the travel packages are good. If that's what you.
At least you
wanna
made
do.
me more comfortable about using Expedia. I was thinking,
Right.
this is like getting a ticket to Disney at one of those hole
Right.
in the walls.
Well, I mean, everybody has now. You got Priceline, you have Expedia, you have Travelocity.
Do you have a favorite one?
Expedia.
Expedia?
And they have a lot more buying power to be able to get special rates and stuff like that. The packages are really good. So Expedia will be the first one, even for cruises.
Oh, for cruises.
Yeah, look at Expedia. Like I said,
Is that what you use? You use that?
I do. I don't know I don't use it because I can navigate easily around it.
Okay.
But I will tell people, if you go to hotels and you book a non-smoking room and you get to the hotel and they only have a smoking room, they say, well, you booked the smoking. 9 times out of 10, it's not the hotel's fault. It's because they sold something that wasn't.
Oh, that they shouldn't have done
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Expedia and those, look at those guys first.
I can,
Okay.
I can remember when all rooms were smoking rooms. I can remember when that was just what I always associate with the smell of a hotel.
Yeah, there was no designation.
Yeah, but now it's all changed.
Now it's all changed.
Anthony, thank you. Good information. And what's your phone number?
352-369-4610.
Go have a staycation. Go stay at Homewood Suites with Anthony. Thank you,
Yes.
Anthony.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Word of more shots fired at Camp Shelby in Mississippi, even as police